The government of Jamaica have given themselves a massive increase of up to 230%, while the hardworking Jamaicans, police, the teachers, the nurses had to fight like they were fighting guerrilla warfare just to receive a little toops on their salary increase. What's up everybody? Welcome to my channel where we don't do and think like the average person out there. Now, have you ever babysit 2 rude kids for a day? Or maybe an entire class of children? And then you have to wonder to yourself like, why on earth do some people have so many kids when you could barely manage 2? Now, think about dealing with approximately 2 million grown adult children. That's exactly what the Prime Minister of the country has to deal with. Whether it be PNP or JLP, same thing. Now, I'm going to ask you, how much money per year do you think that is worth for a salary? Because when I look at the salary that the Prime Minister was getting, I was like, boy, the Prime Minister really I get this a little bit of money here. So I'm going to ask again, how much money do you think it is worth to deal with approximately 2 million unruly grown adult children? So in my opinion, the Prime Minister does deserve it, right? Now, when I check social media, I see that a lot of people are outraged. But why though? Guys, I keep on saying that your income is your responsibility, right? So the government is responsible for their income, so they raise it how they like, when they want, and how much they want without asking you or begging or striking with anybody about their income, because guess what? They are in full control of their income. So guys, I'm going to say it again, it's your responsibility to take control of how much you earn. So whether it be you're going to sell some product or get some client and sell some service, it's your responsibility to control your income. Now the moment you give somebody control of your income, they dictate how much you get, right? You don't really have a lot of say in it. Whether you think you value more or not, that's a different story. You sign the contract, you have the option to exit at any time. You have to always keep that in mind. And personally, I don't matter where you are in an organization, I don't think you should be fighting and begging for a salary increase, right? I don't believe in that thing. So you can deal with this in 2 ways. Either you find a way to move up or you move out. So get mad all you want, be as outrageous as you want. The government will do what they want, whenever they want. And guess what? You will do nothing about it than complain. And what is that going to fix? Nothing. And I don't know. They seem like the majority just learn so slow, because like time and time you complain and you see that nothing don't change and you still do it. Why do you do it? Just stop it. Work on solutions. Because at the end of the day, you can cuss from now until in the morning. It's not going to change how much they are getting compensated. I always wonder if slavery was actually real, because I only hear stories. If it was actually real, or was a few person up here was able to control the masses down here, and this went on for years. How did that happen, right? Because I'm looking at it, right? The mass down here should have been able to unite and overpower the few guards. No, I'm not instigating any violence now, right? I'm not doing that, but I'm saying, how does in today's world, it's the same slavery structure where a few people up here are able to dictate how much the majority gets down here, when in fact an organization cannot exist or run without the people who are actually doing the work. Now, if you actually take the CEO or the execs out of the company for a day, trust me, the company will continue to run with the employees down here doing the work. So now I'm trying to understand, how does the majority allow a few to dictate how much they get? The reality is they need you more than you need them, and they love their profits, right? So if everybody say I'm going to stop working today, trust me, you'll be amazed what happened. Andrew Tate once said, if the masses ever wake up, there will be a revolution. But that won't happen because majority are still living in fear, so that's not gonna happen. The next thing I want to talk about is hard work. Now, a lot of people are gonna say like, what does the Governor General do? Now, here's how I look at this. A guy who unpacks or unloads a cement truck daily or weekly for his income. I don't think anybody in the government will work as hard as that guy. And yet still the guy in the government will get way more than what the guy who is unloading the cement does. Here, it's not a matter of hard work or working smart. It is what is deemed more valuable. As long as the system deems your work more valuable, you'll be getting more money for it. And it also ties to how replaceable you are. So it's easy to get somebody else to offload the cement off the truck. but it is not easy to get somebody else to run the country. So once the system puts a bigger value on that title or that position, then they will be getting a lot of money for it. Whether it makes sense to you or not, what you have to understand is that it is tied to the value that the system places on that role. So what do you do about it? You don't complain. You put yourself in the position where you get paid for the value. So instead of fighting the system, find a way to work, maximize and benefit from the system. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.